In order to graph secant or cosecant, you have to graph its reciprocal function. So since this is secant, we're going to start by actually graphing cosine 2x plus 1. So what that means is the plus 1 gives us our midline is shifted up 1. There's no phase shift, and the amplitude is just 1 because there's a 1 in the front. It will start at 0, so cosine starts at the top. But the period is different here, so period equals 2 pi divided by b, and b is 2. So the period is just pi. So since it's cosine, it starts at the highest point, and then pi units later, still up there. Halfway in between, it'll be at the bottom, and then halfway between the highest and the lowest, it will be in the middle. So that'll be right there. So we could extend all of this, but really, we're not going to draw the curves because we just need the points from all of this. So at 1 pi, it's at the top. At 2 pi, it will be back up top. 3 pi is back up top. 4 pi back up top. And the same thing on the left side of the graph. And then since the period is pi, every pi units, it'll be on the bottom, or the lowest point. So all the pi over 2s, it's going to be at the lowest point. And all the halfway points, those will be where it would cross the midline, which is our 0. All the halfway points between negative pi and negative 3 pi over 2, all the halfways. Now, the reason we need all of those points is so we can draw our asymptotes. So at all these red dots that I put on the midline, all those red points, we have vertical asymptotes. That's the last one. And when you're drawing secant, you don't draw the curve in between. You draw all the, kind of look like parabolas at the points that we have drawn here between the asymptotes. So it goes with the asymptote and touches each point for the top half. And then for the bottom half, same thing. But it all begins with sketching the reciprocal function, either sine or cosine, depending on what we started with.